Hello, welcome back to my channel. This is Africa Princess. Thank you so much for stopping or clicking on my video. Yeah, this video is all about this hairstyle. It's like so easy to do. Like my previous video, I did cornrows like with extensions, right? Okay, if you cannot do cornrows, you cannot braid, then you're welcome, because this style, like, anyone can do this style. If you can do 2-strand twist, there it is, then you can do this hairstyle. So I did this for those of you who cannot cornrow. If you want to see how I did it, just keep watching. So I started with my hair already like parted, because I didn't want to like do it in front of the camera, because I don't always do a straight part anyway. So I just parted my hair, as you see, into like 3 sections here and 3 sections there. And then I started with the 1 section, as you see, of course, and sprayed some water. Like, this hairstyle is very good. Like, if when you just wash your hair, like, is that kind of wash your hair and you go hairstyles, like, because it needs your hair to be wet anyway. So what's the point? You don't need to have it stretch or whatsoever. Like, sprayed some water. I just sprayed some water, especially on the roots of my head, and then I applied some gel. Like, first of all, I started by applying my edge control, but I realized anyway I need to put gel on almost the whole of my head, like all of my hair, so that will be wasting edge control for no reason. So I just used my Eco Styler gel and I applied it like all through my ends, and then I rubber banded it, as you can see. So I did that on all 3 sections. So I did that on all 3 sections before I came back to the front part, and then I started like and then I did I smoothed my hair out very well. I did a 2-strand twist. I estimated to see like where it will meet the next section, and then now I just joined the 2, and then I rubber band it. Like, it's self-explanatory, right? But I'm just trying to like explain again for somebody who doesn't get it by just watching. So yeah, I joined it to that other section, but when you do that, you make sure you comb that section out very well for it to like blend, like to blend the 2 sections, because you, at that point, you have 2 layers of hair, 2 different lengths. So you make sure you blend it well, and you separate it in between, in the middle, making sure it's like half and half equally, short and long, so like everything goes in smoothly when you do your twist. So you do that, and then you do the same thing, and then you just join it to the back, and then that's it. Like, so when doing this back part, it doesn't need to be like smooth, or you can just wrap the hair and you put it into a tiny bun however you want it, because it's not going to show anyway. So when I did that, I just put it into that tiny bun, and then I did the other side of my head. I just did the same thing. instead I just did the same thing on this other side of my head, and then at the yeah, like just smoothing it out, and yeah, you know. So at the end of it all, I just use this hair. If you're one of my subscribers, you already know, like, I have this hair, like I use it for almost everything because it mimics my hair when it's wet. So I really love this brand. It's just yeah, it's just a gold, what's even the name? Yeah, it's just very common gold twisting twisting extension. So that's what I use to like do this bun. So the thing with this bun is like it's hard to really get the two to look like to have the same size because it's really like fluffy, but I try to like press it with my hands and then using as many rubber bands as you possibly can, because it does not show, right? You don't see it, by it like disappears into the hair. So use as many as you wish, and it will stay in place for like 3 days. It doesn't come out. So if you still have some puffs, like I see one right here, all you do is just take your pin and you pin it in place, like, yeah, and you pin it in place. That's it. So that's it about this hairstyle. There's not nothing else to explain. And then I just pinned my gold accessories to hide the rubber band I used, and it also makes the hairstyle like super cute. You can also pin some on this bun if you wish, if you're someone who is extra. There's nothing bad in that. So that's it. Also, if you like I did not do any designing of edges or whatsoever. I just like brushed everything behind, but you can like do some like waves or dramatize whatsoever you want to draw, flowers or tattoos or whatever. Draw whatsoever you want on your edges, and to suit you, of course. So I just thought I'd add that in. All right, this is the final look. Like, it's not really dry, but I don't really have time to wait until it gets bone dry. But tomorrow when I take a picture of it when it's 100% dry, I'll make sure to insert it in the video so you see exactly how it's looking like bone dry. As for now, it's still wet. Like, I've waited for 10 minutes, but how it's looking like. By the way, I suck at parting my hair. Like, I don't know how you do it, but I think maybe with time I will learn. Like, I never do a straight part, especially at the back. So now I already, like, I can imagine what's going on behind there, but I hope it's not horrible. So yeah, that's it. It was so easy to do. Like, the most difficult part for me was to part my hair. That's why I did it off camera. Like, I didn't want to come here and be like wasting your time. Meanwhile, it's not even going to come out straight. So what's the point? So that's why. But I hoped you enjoyed this video, and I hoped you like had an idea to do something like this or something similar. And if you did like the video, don't forget to give me a thumbs up. Subscribe to my channel if you are new, and then I will see you in my next video.